G'day and hi everyone, it is Milmo here and probably back for a long, well overdue video continuing on with the storyline up to chapter 22 now. Been about 7 months since I finished chapter 21, which was the DC schoolyard, and then been a good year I guess from them updating the storyline, but we'll continue on to 22. Chapter 22, they've named it Marsh, which is gonna be fun I guess. Gonna be fun. Not really, probably not. We'll see how we go. So currently we're pretty much rolling with Ezekiel's crew, Richard chauffeuring us, and then I think we're going to probably, by the looks of it, meet the other gang in the hilltop and things like that. So stage 1, to be honest guys, this is not my highest crit team, this is not my best zombie team, this is my farming team, which I haven't been bothered to change in about 2 months. Do I have better farming team setups? Yes, of course. I have heaps of better setups. I have people with crit rushes and all these sorts of things, but I honestly can't be bothered changing it. So I was going to do a bunch of 4 stars and I couldn't be bothered configuring, so I just went with this team. I'm just going with this team. Like I said, it's not my highest crit team, but I didn't want to go in too heavy-handed to start with. Of course, I have Kenny with the plus 36. I was about to call him Lenny. Kenny with the plus 36 crit, and then I could throw people in there like Luke, who has the plus 40 crit rush. He's the 4-star, and things like that to boost it even more. They got plus 50 crit weapons, so I could have went in there, chocker block loaded full of crit with my highest crit team and just loaded it up and pretty much headshot everything, but I didn't want to do that. I honestly didn't want to do that, and then I thought maybe I should make some 4-star teams up using some of the 4 stars we've won previously on roadmap stages and things like that. But then I was like, I really can't be bothered configuring a team, so let's just bring in the regular farming team, which I've been meaning to change for the last 2 months, but I just been busy with other things, and when they work, so they get through, auto farming through every stage, so I don't really bother, even people stages they get through. So I haven't been bothered to change them, let's be honest. But currently I've just got Ezekiel with the plus 24 crit. They're all got plus 50 crit weapons, so they got the plus 30 crit weapons, and then got added on the level 1 Slayer, which gives them a plus 20 crit when their health HP is more than 60, which if they're not really getting touched up, then you always got a plus 50 crit weapon, which is what you hope for. If not, I've got Jesus in there to heal them up past that 60% to keep that extra plus 20 of crit on that weapon. But essentially, plus 50 crit weapons, plus 24 crit leader, that's all they get. And I didn't bring in anyone with a crit rush or anything like that. Like I was saying, I could bring in Earl with the plus 55 crit rush and all things like that. I have more than enough options to up my crit if it gets a bit harder, but I thought for now, I'll just bring in the baseline, plus 24 crit leader and those plus 50 crit weapons. 74 crit all up, that's a solid amount of crit. So we'll see how far, I guess, that takes us within these stages and how hard it is. Like I said, I could definitely go in all guns blazing with a Kenny-led team, with Luke in there. So, a ton of crits, tons of crit. But I don't really want to do that. I don't want to go shock and awe, and probably not really show you the true extent. We've got a decision here. Let's go through the Marsh. This is named the Marsh, so I'm assuming even if we choose the other one, we're going through the Marsh anyway. So let's just cut the BS, go straight through the Marsh. We're not going the long way, let's just cut straight through it. More zombies. So first few stages are starting off at zombies. Like I said, pretty much when it comes to anything in regards to zombies, you just got to maximize that crit. And I know I don't have my maximum crit team, and as you can see there, Hirsch just got smashed. He just got fly squatted. That's why you don't want them near you, because they tend to do things like that. So my crit, I've got a fair amount of crit, but obviously there it wasn't enough, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I do have the reviver in there, so if worst comes to worst, I can revive him, but if the reviver gets killed, then I've got a backup of my smelling salts. So once again, it comes down to not only your preparation in regards to your team, but also your preparation in regards to your inventory and those supplies that you got down in that bottom right hand corner. So essentially what I pack in my inventory when I come into these fights with zombies is smell and salt, also got Some nitric oxide in there. You know, you can use sharpshooters if you're using a range team. I've got a heavily green melee team here, so nitric oxide is the way for me. Also got the blooded shirts in there for a bit of camouflage if need be, and then I've got for my forefront the replenishers. Who knows why? Just get the replenishers just in case. These are basically the 4 main battle items that I've used since the beginning of this game, so that's why I continue using them. To be completely honest, I don't really use battle items anymore. I don't really use it for regular farming, no. When it comes up to these stages, I'll probably use more than anything maybe some smelling salts here and then when things, you know, when I run into a shitstorm basically, or things go up the crapper, I'll basically use that. But maybe some nitrous oxide to boost the crit there. I don't really use blooded shirts. I don't really find the need for them. I don't usually get in enough trouble to be using the blooded shirts. Same with the replenishers. I rarely use the battle items anymore, but in saying that, I still prep them and I still bring them in and have them equipped to the team just in case, because things can go south. If things go south, you want to have backups like your smell and salt, your nitric oxide, blooded shirts and things like that. Bloody shirts, I should say. So you want to have a backup. You need backups, and that's what your inventory is for, your battle items for, which I said is down in that right hand corner. Essentially, your battle items are your last resort. If things go south, they're the things that are going to save you and give you the best chance of getting through the stages. Just a quick little note. I hope you guys do like, I guess, the change up of these stages. From when I started, I guess, doing this channel in the early days, I used to do the stages singly, so I used to do 1 stage per video, but now I'm going to try and group them up. Hopefully it's better. Hopefully my mic's better. Hopefully it's better. So if it's not, please do tell. I hope I've improved from the early days, because let's be honest, they were fairly shocking. But as always guys, thank you for watching.